Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ness or Vanessa and I am here with a brand new Sims series. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is my first Sims 4 series. If you're new to my channel, I did a series, took a while, but I did a series of the Sims busting out, and I'm so excited to be, sharing this. I am doing the Asylum challenge because it's spooky season, and I just felt like it just kind of, fit the vibe. And I just want to say that I'm still kind of new to the Sims games, like playing them in general, so I apologize if I do things that seem, weird or different than what other people do, oh well. Second, there is a twist to this series, as you probably could tell from the title. I am doing the Asylum Challenge featuring the cast of New Girl. If you are a fan of the show, I'm sure you're as excited as I am. If you don't know what New Girl is, it's a show that I very highly recommend you watch. It's on Netflix, all 8 seasons. It's hilarious. I just thought it'd be, different and unique to do the cast of New Girl. I wanted to make them in Sims anyway, and the fact that I need 8 people, it was just perfect. So this is a really long intro, so we're just gonna, just jump right in. So if you're not familiar with the Asylum Challenge, here is the backstory. You have been committed to a rundown mental health facility against your will. In order to prove that you are fit to rejoin society and earn your freedom, you must achieve the goals your psychiatrist has set for you, your aspiration. The catch? You need to achieve your goals as quickly as possible while keeping 7 other patients who you don't know and are out of your control alive and as happy as possible. Add to that budget cutbacks leading to a lack of decent furniture and limited supplies, and your task gets harder. Okay. So, because I'm using characters that are kind of already made up, I am going to do this a little bit differently. As if in the show, they all know each other. But for the sake of this, I guess they don't know each other. I don't really know yet, but there's no relationships going on as far as that. I'm going to do easy mode. Because it's my first time doing this. So yeah, so let's just jump into the characters and their backstories. So this is Reagan. She is a secondary character from, I believe, season 6, 7. I'm going to be playing her because it works out so I don't have to play any of the main characters. This is Reagan Lucas. Reagan is a pharmaceutical salesperson who has major commitment issues. This comes from growing up and seeing her parents' unstable relationship. The constant fighting and abuse led to her not being able to trust anyone or get close because she thinks she's not safe. She's obsessed with true crime and is convinced she's on a hit list. Over time, she developed anxiety and ended up on medication, inspiring her to become a pharmaceutical sales rep. She thinks her paranoia is normal because she thinks the world isn't safe, which is why she comes across as disinterested at times. She thinks she's fine, but her psychiatrist wants her to work on an aspiration other than pharmaceutical and to take her out of the world so she can see that she has nothing to worry about. So that's her. Reagan, the character Reagan, is actually played by Megan Fox. I tried my very best to make her look like Megan Fox. So yeah. So her aspiration is Renaissance. She is a quick learner. She is self-assured, has the insane trait, and is non-committal. And then we have Miss Jessica Day, or Jess. So Jess is someone who always sees the best in everyone and gives everyone the benefit of the doubt, even if it's blatantly obvious. She's very compassionate and trusts everyone, sometimes too much. She went to an education conference with one of her teaching colleagues for a week, and when she came back, she was convinced that she lived in Candyland because the game is very sweet and bubbly and innocent like her. No one knows what happened at the conference that brainwashed her, but now she needs to come back to reality, hence why she has been admitted. Such an innocent reason, but if you know Jess, you'd understand that it's fitting. I did not make Jess. I downloaded her from the gallery. I credited the person in the description box. However, I did change the hair because I guess the person who made her had a hairstyle I don't have, so that's the only thing I adjusted, but I would say she's pretty accurate. Aspiration is academics, and she's a teacher. She's a goofball, cheerful, same trait. And then we have CeCe Parikh, who is Jess's best friend. I also downloaded her, but I also tweaked the things that were missing, like her shirt and her hair, that I did not have. CeCe spent so long being a model that she ended up developing body image issues. After constantly comparing herself to other models, constantly watching her weight, and feeling like guys only wanted her for her looks, to try to protect herself, she created an alter ego that is a complete opposite to make her feel normal in her eyes. However, she gets too wrapped into it and doesn't know reality from fantasy anymore. So that's what she has going on. Her aspiration is party animal, to bring her back to, to normal. She's self-assured, outgoing, and insane trait. Everyone has to have the insane trait. Alright, next we have Allie Nelson. She, in the show, was Winston's partner turned lover. But in the sake of this game, they're not together. So Allie was a police officer and had a bad accident that caused her to break her foot. Her paranoia made her feel like she was constantly being followed, and she suffered from PTSD due to her police work. So I feel like we didn't really get to know a whole lot about Allie, so that's why I couldn't have a bigger story. That's why she was admitted, but this is her, looking cute, cute. She's a Renaissance sim, self-assured, ambitious, and insane, or erratic. Then we have Winston Bishop. After losing his cat, Winston developed an unhealthy attachment to the neighborhood cats and sheltered 25 of them in his apartment, and called himself the Cat King, and therefore had neglected his responsibilities. I think that's pretty much straightforward. So this is him. Try to get his spunky shirts on that he has. I'm also not good at making Sims, so yeah, the resemblance to these people are not great, but I did my best. He's a friend of the world, good, a goofball, and the insane trait. Coach! We can't forget about Coach. You know his last name is Tagliabo, or however you pronounce it. Anyways, I thought this was pretty spot on for one of the outfits I saw. So Coach became too obsessed with fitness. He can be hot-headed and has a tendency to yell at his clients. Plus, with his non-committed ways, he ended up driving too many people away. It took a turn when he taught kids during gym class and got too aggressive with dodgeball, almost knocking out half the class. So that's why he's here to, kind of, get that out of the system. So his aspiration is bodybuilder, active, erratic, and bro. Then we have Nick Miller, everyone's favorite. Nick has always been known to not exactly know what to do with his career. He cruised by life by bartending and having his friends to help him out. He was obsessed with the founding fathers ever since trying to replicate the first Thanksgiving in the woods. He decided to give up modern society and live as if he was in the 1700s. Everything in his mind now relates back to the 1700s. So he's admitted so he can, come back to modern times and realize he is not, unfortunately, a founding father. Aspiration is best-selling author, lazy, and bro. Last but not least, we have Schmidt. His name says Schmidt, but I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen it. Throughout the show, he's always referred to as Schmidt. We do find out his real first name, but like I said, I'm not going to spoil it, so that's why I just said Schmidt, because it is one of the greatest mysteries of the show. Schmidt loves having everything neat, tidy, and organized, but his habits weren't satisfied at home, and it caused him to go over the top. He sought out cleaning messes everywhere. He broke into homes, public buildings, and schools to clean them, while harassing everyone around him about their dirty habits because he sees the world as messy. So he's here to kind of nip those habits and, just tone it down. He is a serial romantic, and same thing, romantic, hot-headed. Wait, So I see I already messed this up. He's supposed to have the neat trait, which is pretty central to his character. Now we're gonna go to the asylum. So like I said, I'm still somewhat newish to this game. My building is not great. I originally was gonna download an asylum from the gallery, but none of them tickled my fancy, so I decided to make my own. And I was like half asleep when I made this because I was really tired. It took me a few hours to make, and it's not as spooky as it should look, but I think it's okay. So this is my asylum from afar. It's very small. It's so basic. It's just so obviously so beginner. But yes, that's it. The sky view. Let me do a quick tour. So this is the living room. Everything is pretty monotone for the most part. Because of easy mode, I can only start with $1,000, which is right there. And then I have to complete 2 aspirations. The first one we're going to do is the Renaissance, which should be easy. Unless, maybe I should change that. I haven't actually started playing, to be honest, but we'll see. So we can have both the TV and a computer. Computer's in the other room, and we have to have the cheapest object. So this is my TV. This old looking thing. Honestly, I had a TV like this in my grandparents' house growing up, so that was fun. All the furniture, everything has to be cheap. So these are cheap, the couch and everything. So there's seating for 8. Okay, so this is the living room. And I have 5 skill building items. So I have the chess, the guitar in the living room. The bookshelf doesn't count. And then next to the living room, we have 1 bathroom. We can have 2 sinks, 2 toilets, and 2 showers or bathtubs. So I have 1 toilet here and a bathtub here. And then a little bit down, we have 1 sink and 1 toilet and a dorm style shower. You know, try to get it very cheap. And then in here is like the computer room, I guess. We have the boxing stand for another skill building item, and then a computer. The computer doesn't count according to the rules. And then we can only have 8 seating. So 1, the sofa, 2, the desk chair. This couch sits 2, so 2, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and these 2 tables, 5, 6. Chairs, and then the 2 chairs in the kitchen. Obviously, it doesn't include the bed. And then in the kitchen, we have just a trash can, we have a table, we have the cheapest appliances and cheapest counters, and actually, I'm gonna have to move that before I start playing. Just the rugs. And then the kitchen also has a second sink, so that's it. And then the first bedroom, well, technically this is the first bedroom. This is the first bedroom. It has a dresser, and we can have 6 bed spots in any combination. So here's a single twin, and then the bunk bed. And then in the second bedroom, we have the double, and then another twin. So that's 6 spots. We have another dresser, and then we have the easel for the skill building, because I believe the easel is supposed to make money, or so I've read. Again, I still am new to this. And then out here, when you go outside, here's another trash, a woodworking, that's the 5th skill building, and then the pool for, whatever. And then hey, where's my tree? Oh, it's right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So everyone is allowed to have a job. I don't know if I'm going to give everybody a job. If I can, I think. I can only play 1 person. I'm going to play Reagan. I think for everyone to have a job, I have to... It doesn't specify in the rules. So, if they do have a job, it has to be in the criminal career. So it doesn't specify if I'm allowed to get it for them, but I don't know how else they would get it. And then they recommend that my job is related to my aspiration. I don't know if I'm going to keep that aspiration. Again, I haven't played it yet. I can't adjust anything once I start playing, so I really need to make a decision. This is what I'm going to do. I can have a maid, and I can order pizza, and I can leave the lot to go fishing or collecting, and I can only travel to people's houses and other lots during 9 to 3. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to stick to this one building and see what everyone decides to do. So I don't think this will be too long, but like I said, I feel like my aspiration is just too easy. So I kind of want to give myself a little bit of a challenge. So I think I am going to change mine. And also I need to adjust a window. It was actually bothering me. Again, I apologize. I'm so new. I still haven't gotten the hang of like how to like do everything, which is like crazy. Uh-oh, is my laptop dying? My laptop's dying. Alright, hold on. I need to just change this window. It's a little too low for me. Yeah, there we go. And then I try to get curtains for this, and oops. I couldn't find any that I thought was like good for a kitchen, unfortunately. But it really bothered me that every window had curtains and this one did not. I could have sworn one time I was playing and they had like normal kitchen curtains. So like I don't know. Yeah, see, that's tacky. I don't really. That's too long. I don't understand. I could have sworn. I'll just do that. It's just, it bothers me. That's just a small detail that bothers me. Okay. I'm going to real quick change Reagan's aspiration. Oh wait, I could have done it there, couldn't I? See, I told you, I'm still like, I also haven't played The Sims in a while. Like, there was a time where I played it like every single day for weeks, and I actually did know what I was doing. So right here, it's just a rookie move because this is probably the longest that I've played it in so long. Okay, so let's see. I can't have her be fortune or family. So I think I'm gonna switch it up actually for multiple of them. So I'm gonna have her be a computer whiz. And then she was, what was she? What was she? I don't think she had one. Party animal. I just want them to have like different ones, that's why. To kind of give variety. I'll have Schmidt be a cook, since he actually does cook in the show. Since he's already romantic. Alright, so I think that's it. Alright, so that is all the characters. That's all the introduction, the backstory. I think I have my asylum exactly how I want it, all the details. I, readjusted the aspirations to make it a bit more different and more fun. And yeah, I think it's time to just get into it. But I think this video is kind of long. I don't really know, but so if that's the case, I'm just going to end the video here. And this has been like a small introduction to the game, to characters and whatnot. And then the next video, we're actually going to start playing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the rest of the videos. See you later.